Hello everyone, welcome back to our next video. So we're gonna pick back where we left off. Um, for today we're going to cut out our sleeves, cut to, and then mark up, transfer our markings to our fabric. And also we have a couple more pieces to cut out of the I think it's the skirt front and sides and skirt back. Those are some fairly large pieces. So I may end up cutting those off camera because I may have to get on the floor to cut those. But we'll see how it goes. All right, so let's go ahead and jump in and let's get back started. All right. So I have my um, fabric here. Underneath I have my cutting board, and we have our sleeve pattern in the direction of the grain, which is this way for this fabric. So everything is laid out properly in the right direction and then pinned down to the fabric. I've gone around and I've colored in my markings here that I need for size 24. So we got a couple of connection points with the triangles here, a couple of dots here. There's an ease marking, or it says ease up here. Haven't quite figured out how I want to mark that yet, but we'll figure out when we come to it. And then also on this piece, I've shortened the sleeve length by 1.25 inches because I shortened my bodice measurement for my torso by that amount. So I also shortened the sleeves. Hopefully they are not too short. This is my first time actually modifying pattern pieces to match my measurement, so we will see how that turns out. Hopefully it'll be for the best. All right, so let's go ahead and get cutting. All right, we'll start on this side. Take our safety off here. And we're just gonna cut. Following the pattern here. Gonna cut across the bottom here. Let's go, we'll go this way. Bring the line down a little bit here. Let me see if I can get in a little bit closer on that one. And we're cutting out 2 pieces here. All right, that's a little bit better. Okay, and let's we'll hop up here to the top here. Actually, I'm gonna turn our cutting surface so I can see that a little bit better. We'll straighten everything back out. And we'll just follow the curve here as best we can, all the way around. Okay, and we're gonna twist again, turn again. our fabric is still holding together here. All right, and we're gonna continue cutting. Just gonna bring this one out a little bit, and then we're gonna cut our final side here. Okay. And then we'll just clean up wherever we still have any leftover connections here. Clean that up here. And I'm gonna remove these little scraps here. All right, so we got that piece now cut out. I put our safety on, put our scraps aside, and let's take a good look, see if there was anywhere else I might need to trim a little bit. But I think we're in fairly good shape here. It's a little extra down here at the bottom. I think I'm just gonna leave that as is right now. But I think it is close enough. All right, so now we got that cut out. Let's go ahead and get ready to transfer our markings. But first, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do my snips of my triangles. So let's do that. I'm gonna get my scissors here. So we have one down here. Have one down here. Have one here. Let's see, we got one here. Gonna turn. See, we got that one, and we have two here to finish up. All right, so we got all our snips in. Now let's go ahead and pick out a sheet of our carbon tracing paper. Let's see, we have our blue. Like I said before, the blue is pretty much gone. We'll go with the red for now, and we'll just be marking everything there in red. All right, so let's see what we have here. We have, let's make sure my pattern is smooth here. All right, so we got a couple of dots here. Let's catch these two on the same go round. Making our X there. Our X there. Okay, let's check, see if it went through. It did. And then we're also gonna do the underside as well. Hit our X and X here. Okay, and just take a quick peek under here. All right, that went under fine as well. Just really trying to keep checking and making sure that my fabric, my two pieces of fabric are still lined up with each other underneath. So it did slide a little bit. Definitely don't want it to slide and then our markings be off. Alright. Just gonna make sure everything is flat there. Okay. Alright. So we already did these two. So we have 3 here, 2 small and a big one. And then we have 1 here. So I'm gonna try to see if I can catch at least, I don't know if I'll be able to get all of them. Let's see. I'll give it a go. Yeah, I should be able to catch all of this side at least. All right, so we got marking here. One here. One here. One here. And one here. All right, and then for the ease, what do I want to do? Maybe I'll just do a couple of lines here with the tracing wheel. Okay, that looks pretty good there. And then let's flip our paper and do the underside. Mark again. Just making sure that I got everybody under here. Alright, we'll do our mark here. Our mark here. Mark here. Mark here. One there. And one there. And then our ease markings again. Okay, and that should be for our back side of our fabric there. Yeah, okay. And let's see if there's anything else we need to mark. I'm gonna try to redo this one. I don't think it caught this guy over here for some reason. Maybe my paper wasn't deep enough over there, but it looks looks like I caught it this time. Yeah, we got it that time. Second time's the charm. And then I think the only other thing to mark is this square here. And hopefully that is everything for this particular piece. And we can move on to cut out something else. All right, do an X there. Flip paper. Do the same for the back side of the fabric. And we are marked. All right. I think we're good to go. I think we got everything. So let's go ahead and clear our work area. Put this piece to the side. And this piece is our skirt back piece, which is one of the larger pieces. Okay, and let's see if we can get this, get as much of this piece on the cutting board as possible. Definitely won't fit the whole piece on here. So I'm just gonna, we'll start with this side first. Let's see what I want to do here. Just gonna move some of these things out of the way so we can have that workspace. Flat, flat, flat. Okay. Double check and make sure everything is lined up there. Okay. 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 Let's see. So this is our piece number 4, our skirt back piece. And let's go ahead and fill in our circles. We actually have a circle right here. Just gonna move that pen so we can be able to see it. So we have one there. We got triangles here. I think we got a one here. Size 24 there. Size 24 triangle there. See, size 24, so triangle here and here. Okay, I think I got everything. And not sure if I've mentioned this before in any other video, but we are making view A of the dress, which is the shorter version here. If you on the the bottom right corner, the red and white is the view A. That is the dresser making, not the longer dress B. So as you see on the pattern, this is the same pieces used for skirt A and B. A is the shorter, so we cut a shorter line here. And we will be cutting 2 of the skirt back pieces. All right. So let's get our rotary tool here and start cutting. Let's see. I think I want to cut down this way. We'll have to move it down a little bit, move our cutting board down some. I'm gonna just cut right through those triangles because we're gonna invert those and just do slits. Okay, slid our piece down a little bit here. Okay, and then let me just feel where the end of our pattern is here, or the end of our cutting board. And we're just going to cut straight down. Okay, cool. Let's edge on around here and finish cutting up this side. Just gonna pull everything down a little bit here. And we'll just continue cutting. And then we'll cut this side. Then we're gonna shift our pieces down a little bit so we can finish up this bottom area. Let's see, gotta line everything back up again here. I'm gonna just lay this across here. Just trying to see where we left off cutting. Okay, just go over it again a little bit here. And continue on our line up here. And then our final cut here across the top. All right, put our safety on, put that piece to the side. All right, actually, let me grab it again, I forgot. Gotta trim some of these edges that didn't cut very well. Not too many of those. They're very easy to deal with. Usually just hanging on by a mere string or strand. Just gotta kind of run across them a little bit to release that. Okay, put our safety back on and get rid of that scrap. Okay, so it looks like now we got another piece cut out here and ready to mark up. Okay, I think I'm going to just move the cutting board off here for a second. Since we're just going to be marking up, just doing transfer markings, just trying to make sure that we're keeping our pieces together and our pattern together before we do these markings. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's see. Oh, we'll do our triangles first, as usual. So we got 3 over here. Snipping our triangles. I've got 1 up here. Trim off that triangle there. And then I'll go ahead and snip this one. And then we got 2 over here. I think I can just lift these up and potentially, no. I'm just gonna twist here. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and do our transfer markings. All right, so we have circles here, and then triangles here. Let's start with, see if I can get these 2 on the same piece of paper here. All right, so we got mark there. Okay, and underneath. And let's do this corner dot here. 1 mark, and then on the top. Okay, put that to the side. And there was another, I think there's another dot somewhere. over here. I'm not seeing it. It's trying to hide from me. Oh, here it is over here on this side. Just gonna turn everything down here. So we got a little hidden dot right here, got a dot there. So let's get those two. And I think I'll probably mark the waistline as well here. Trying to see if there's anything else. But yeah, not too many mark transfers for this one, which is great. Okay, and X here, X there, and then I think I just did both sides. Did I get that side? No. Just gonna flip it. Okay. Check again. Yep, got that side that time. And then let's do our waistline mark here. And the other side. Okay. All right. I think we're all set with this piece. So we're gonna move this to the side. Put my cutting board back here. All right. And I'm going to stop here and we'll pick up in the next video for another piece.